Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How you doing, young man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, son. So, how are you finding 2022?
I'm finding it refreshing, challenging, and different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you smell the fragrance of abundance in the air?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, what does abundance seem like and look like for you?
Well, currently, I would say I'm most abundant internally, as in internal peace and happiness for right now. Even though there's a lot of work to be done, and it's a lot and it's new, and I have to adapt. I still feel happy.
So, what do you mean when you say there's a lot of work to be done? Because people might not know what you're talking about. Do you mean that you've been given a new position with new roles and responsibilities? Because then people will understand.
Yeah. So a new position, new roles and responsibilities. I've got to up my game. So be more diligent, be more watchful, be more mindful, be more caring, just in every sector. And that has to spill over into my personal life also. Uh, but yeah, I still, even though I'm getting used to the challenges or finding out the new challenges when they come along by making a mistake, I'm still internally happy. So
Okay,
that's why I said refreshing.
so what I hear you saying is you started off by saying that you see this year as being a year of abundance for you. But most people, when they hear abundance, they think, boy, that's like a windfall of all of this stuff that's going to be coming, like stepping into abundance, money and all. It's not just money, is really the point I wanted to make.
Yeah.
And also the recognition that when we talk about abundance, it's actually beyond money, meaning, yes, money, wealth are attributes of abundance, but you can also have an abundance of joy, an abundance of peace, an abundance of happiness. And you can also have an abundance, which sounds like what I've heard you say, you can also have an abundance of challenges.
Yes. I remember Brother Ishmael said that
But who's Brother Ishmael? So
brother,
those who
brother,
don't understand and know.
for those who don't know, Brother Ishmael is Tony's mentor. So
My mentor.
the mentor of the mentor has
Okay.
said pain, if you're gonna ask for anything in life, then pain is gonna come with it. So the level of pain that you experience is more or less equal to the level of success or something that you would achieve. So I don't mind the challenges coming my way, wherever it be sidelined or as a result of something I did. Uh, you have to rise to that occasion if you want to get to where you want to go.
And that's the point. If you want to get to where you want to go, a lot of people talk about where they want to go, but do they really want to get there? And the way that you can demonstrate or prove if they want to get there is how active are they? If they're inactive, then that's it. They don't really want to get there. And so it's interesting that you're rising to the challenge. And this year, our whole focus is about running challenges throughout the year to give people the opportunity, those who say that they want to take their lives to the next level, the opportunity to do that. Because we know, based on the 80-20 rule, that for every 100 people that say they want to take their life to the next level and they're sick and tired of being sick and tired and they're talking all of this good stuff, out of every 100, barely will 20 actually rise to the challenge.
Yeah. So so based on everything you just said, that's why, I there is a year of abundance for me. And I'm not actually focusing on just the money this year because I've realized, kind of sort of coming to the realization that money is just a byproduct of all the other things that you're doing. So if I can be abundant in peace, joy, happiness, and who I am as a person, then that byproduct, no matter how short or long it takes, will get here.
Do you really believe that? And do you think that the young cats your age listening to this would actually believe, like, that they believe that?
Well, I wouldn't say, what I want to say is I don't really care what they believe
Okay,
because
that's cool. That's fair game.
because if, for example, if you're an artist, you have to work on your craft. When you're making music as an artist, you don't say, okay, I'm going to say this and it's going to equal X amount of dollars, because you don't know the metrics, but you're just creating the art. Obviously, when you get to that higher level of maybe having your own record label and you look at the metrics and you can see what's going on there, then you can understand how you should structure songs. But when you're creating that art, you just focus on creating the art, and then you get the understanding and you get more into the understanding of the art as you go along. So if you're really passionate about being an artist or a rapper or singer, whatever it is, the money is not always your end goal. You always, you know, you can make money from it, but to be proficient and to be really good at your craft, your chosen craft, what you feel like you were here to do, and you don't really think about the money.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a definite turnaround situation, because you certainly weren't like that 9 or so years ago when we first met.
No, I just want money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just want money. So maybe that's something that people, young cats, should actually think about for a moment. It might sound a bit crazy, but you know, next month is going to be, I'm going to be stepping into my 40th year of knowing and having met my mentor, brother Ishmael. And 40 years later, he's still active. In fact, because I know that this year is a year of abundance, I've actually stepped up my coaching, not my coaching practice, but stepped up my coaching activity with my coach, my mentor. So as of the 1st of this month, he's doing coaching where I'm concerned on a daily basis. And as you know, I've just tapped into a new business coach as of last week. And some people will say, well, why would you do that if you believe that this year is a year of abundance? That's precisely the reason why. Because it means, I believe, that this year is going to be full of opportunities. So many that if you're not getting yourself ready and prepared, 90% of them might miss you by. And so you want to train and prepare yourself, expand our mind, expand our conscious awareness so that we are ready to see the opportunity. We're not going to be hoodwinked or blinded, but we'll be able to see the opportunity and then be able to move on the opportunity. So I'm already seeing, we ain't even hit 21 days yet in the new year. And there's just been so many golden, wonderful opportunities that I'm like, wow, this year is truly going to be golden. So this is the way that we should approach the new year and the opportunities and the challenges.
Yeah.
So you have a new role, new responsibilities, new commitments where your work is concerned. And as you said, this is really now you focusing on what you believe that you are gifted and talented to do, as opposed to a job to just make money. Is that right?
Yeah, because I've realized I need to like what I'm doing if I want to stay doing it. Because if I just feel like I don't like it, I don't care I don't care. Because I want to be there because I want to. I want to be there because I can express myself. I want to be there because I can think.
I hear you 100%.
And you know that I'm not the quickest thinker. When it does happen, it's a great thought.
Okay. All right.
So I need the space for that to happen.
Okay. All right. And let's talk about that really in terms of you've got to like what you're doing. How many people do you know that are in your age range that can actually say that? You know, it's really quite rare, do you not think, to be in a place and space where the work that you're doing Monday through Friday is stuff that you actually like to do, want to do?
Well, what I would say is, I wouldn't say everything is what I like to do or want to do, because you have to take the challenges of the great stuff. But it is good to have an element of you in what you do. So you said, what would I say to those people? Just find out what has an element of you in whatever industry that you want to go into. Because it's important to do, it's important to, if you want to, it's important to do what you want to do, but it's also just as important for them to allow you to bring yourself to the table.
It's always about bringing yourself to the table and not trying to play some fake person's game, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's just what I feel from experience personally.
Yeah.
If I can't bring a little bit of my essence, doesn't matter how small, or if I do bring my essence and it's not appreciated, then it's equally as bad.
What are you doing there?
Yeah.
Oh, I get you. And it makes perfect sense. So that's really the number one thing that people should be stepping towards, creating that environment, creating their scenarios where they can have a large degree of control over their time, right?
Yeah.
That is a definite step towards abundance. And it really does require a different mindset. So in the 5-day challenges that I'm going to be running this year, it's all about abundance, but it's also about moving from procrastination to manifestation. That's a really critical, important factor in this whole idea of abundance.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I think we've kind of talked about abundance and what it means and how people can focus on experiencing that abundance during the course of this year, as opposed to just sitting on the fence and waiting for stuff to happen. It doesn't work that way, right?
No. No. If it did, I'd be in a very happy boy a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think that's kind of made it really short and sweet where
Yeah.
2022 is concerned. Abundance, going for what you believe you're worth, and applying yourself, making action happen.
If you'd like to join our 5-day challenge or any of our upcoming 5-day challenges, I'll put the link below in the description and you can register when you see fit.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. Till next time.
Next time. All right, bye.